Hey everyone, today we are talking about the invasive spotted lanternfly and how we go about eliminating these pests from your property. As you may have learned from my last video, the spotted lanternfly is an invasive species that came over from Asia, and they can have negative effects on various plant life and agricultural trees, hardwood trees, and fruit trees. So it's something that we want to be on the lookout for, and we want to take care of it if we start to see them on our property. So the first thing we want to do is do a thorough inspection of our property and look around the property to see if we see any signs of the spotted lanternfly on there. So some things that you might see are evidence of honeydew or a certain type of fungus that can grow on trees, and the tree might look unusual. The other thing that you're probably going to see is the spotted lanternfly itself. They do have bright colors, as I described in the last video, that they have a scarlet red to them. It's very bright, so they're usually pretty easy to see. So nowadays I get more and more calls of people telling me I'm seeing them on the property. So the first thing you want to do is walk around the property, take a look, see if you find any signs of them. If you do spot the spotted lanternfly on your property, it is crucial that you notify DEM, as it is an invasive species and it's something that they're trying to address in the state of Rhode Island. But what's also crucial is that you actually take care of the spotted lanternflies on your own property. So you want to make sure you address that as well. One thing that homeowners can do that's really simple and easy is just squish them when you see them. I know that's simple, but it certainly will work and it is effective. Other things that you can do on your own personal property is you can set up band traps or sticky traps around the property. So what is that? What is a band trap or a sticky trap? So you may have seen it around some of your neighbors' properties. A lot of people did it years back with the gypsy moths when they were coming. It's almost like a band that you wrap around about 4 feet up on a tree, and you're going to wrap it around, and it's almost like a glue board, and it will catch the nymphs as they're going up, and it will catch some adults, but it's going to be more something that you would put out to catch nymphs. So it's going to be a little bit more effective earlier in the season. As it will catch them as they're climbing up the tree and getting settled. The adults can fly, so a lot of times they can get over it, but the nymphs cannot, so it's an effective way to take care of them on the property. It's also important to keep in mind that when you're dealing with a spotted lanternfly on your property, you don't want to spread that spotted lanternfly to any other properties. So it is crucial, as a homeowner who's aware that they have spotted lanternflies, that you make sure to check yourself before you leave the property. And what I mean by that is just to quickly inspect the vehicle, make sure there's none on you or none that have landed on the vehicle itself that you could transport to another area. So we always advise that you're checking your car before you leave the property. It's possible some have landed on it and you don't want to move them around the state. There are a lot of community programs or nowadays, Facebook message boards, various ways to communicate with others. There's different groups that you can join online to make other property owners aware. The community's participation in things like this is always helpful in resolving these issues, as it will help reduce the population just by making people aware of where they are or helping people know what to do when they see them as well. And if the property is getting out of control and if you feel like it's something that you can't handle yourself, there's just a few more than what you were prepared for, the next thing you do is just call Debug Pest Control. You can get some professional help out there. We certainly have some methods where we can take care of that for you, and we can treat the property if we do see that there's a large spotted lanternfly population out there. So if it's something that you feel like maybe the sticky traps or just squishing them isn't going to resolve it, certainly reach out and we can come out and inspect and figure out a game plan on how to handle it. So just remember that acting quickly and taking care of the problem as soon as you see it is going to help the environment and be something helpful to your entire community. So make sure you act fast and you notify the proper authorities and contact professional help if the population seems like it's going to be more of an issue than you can handle on your own property.